Oh gosh, we've got our kitty helping us with this one. Okay, sorry, that was not planned at all. Kitty here helping with class. We're getting ready to talk about the importance of using collocations when you are revising for an IELTS topic such as history.
I mean, what kind of history are you interested in? Are you just interested in Chinese history or world history, European history, American history?
No, I found it difficult because I found that I don't know how to conclude the history. I don't know how to conclude it into. I have to spend a little time to talk about it because I don't know how to conclude it.
Yeah, but first of all, what area of history are you interested in?
Chinese history.
Okay. Oh, obviously that goes back a long, long way. Which period of Chinese history are you interested in? Which period? Which dynasty? Because obviously you have to refer to the dynasty. So you talk about the, you can say, I am interested in Chinese history, and then you talk about particularly, that's the discourse marker to be, concise, and then talk about the particular dynasty that you are interested in. Then following that, talk about the person or people that were important in that period and why. Then remember to use discourse markers. So remember that you say firstly, then secondly, and then you talk about the aspects of that period that change your country, or why you find the people of that period interesting. I mean, it depends on what the question's going to be. I don't know what the question's going to be. You have to focus on that, but it doesn't mean that you can't prepare for a question in history, because you can. It's especially advisable if you talk about a famous person from history, because then if you get a question about a famous person, you could talk about a famous person in history, or you could talk about just a famous person. It doesn't matter whether somebody's alive or dead. And then you use your discourse markers in the end, you talk in detail about that part of history as much as you can, and then always remember to say finally, or all in all, overall, and repeat the last part of the question that's in your monologue. So that's all you really need to do. And if you're writing it out before you speak it, and obviously you don't have time to write all these paragraphs, you use the mind map method that I talk about in my tips and advice. So you have your history. So let's just pretend that we're doing one for history. Let's just have a look at a whiteboard. We can pretend that we're doing one here. So okay, we'll put history in the middle. And then we can put a little circle around it. And then we could have a branch for collocations, right? So let's just say these are going to be collocations for history. So we've got historic landmarks. What's a historic landmark? Do you know what a historic landmark is in your country?
Historic landmark. Yeah, I know.
For example, can you give an example?
The place museum. Or the Great Wall.
Exactly, the Great Wall of China or Beijing Palace.
Yeah.
Okay. Another
of heaven.
Yeah, so you've got examples there you can talk about.
Yeah.
Another collocation is cultural heritage for history. What's an example of your cultural heritage, do you think?
Cultural heritage is let me see. Beijing Opera.
Perfect. That's a really good example. So, Beijing Opera. So, what could be some other words, keywords for history? So, yeah, other keywords for history. So let's have a look. Okay, let's have a look at some other keywords, and also we can have a look at some more collocations. So I've got quite a fun tool here that we can have a look at. So I'll show you. So this
relic.
Very good. Okay, we'll put that on there. That's really good. Really good example. Cultural relic. So a cultural relic would be something like I can think of the Terracotta Army. Yeah, the Terracotta Army. Okay, so you've got some ideas there. Let me show you something else that's quite nice as well to make this more fun. This is a collocation generator. So if we type in history, let's see what words come out. So these are some collocations for history. So you've got national history, ecclesiastical history, natural history, European history, world history, American history, personal history. There's so many. And then if you click on all the different words, you've got different examples. So we could click civilization. You click on that. So this is a really, really fun collocation generator that you can play with to help you. So, you know, you can make a mind map for history like this, pages and pages. Do a mind map first to help you decide what you want to talk about. Then you don't have pages and pages of writing. And look how far we've got already in just a few minutes. You know, there's so many things you can talk about. Okay? Yeah. And then if you just follow my advice in the tips and advice, you just use the answer template to put your sentences together, right? So you've got your keywords, you've got your collocations, we've got your verbs. We can think of some verbs to do with history. I can't think of anything right now, but you can do that. And then just phrases, other things, you know, famous people in history, famous people in history, right? So you can write down some people that you're thinking of talking about in the Chinese dynasty. That's another one, is which Chinese dynasty will you talk about? Yeah, so already you've got a lot there to talk about.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
don't tell me you have no idea.
Thank
Right?
you.
It's not that difficult. It's just because you don't know how to start. So if you always when you're feeling overwhelmed, always start. That's why I say you've got to be aware of collocations, because they reveal so much. They give you so much. They give you a lot of information. So people don't know how to use these collocation dictionaries, but once you do, they really, really help you build up a good vocabulary for IELTS. Okay?
Yeah.
So you can practice using them, and you can have a lot of fun with them, and you learn phrases along the way. You know, change the course of history. So you could say this person, for example, this famous empress changed the course of Chinese history. Okay.
Yeah.
So all you need is a mind map. You don't need pages and pages of writing. And you've got your answer template. You've got the free collocation dictionary, where you can play with words and have fun doing it while you wait, because you discover new phrases, and then that really helps you. So we've still got time to do your test, but I suggest you start your revision like that if you can. Okay.
Yeah.